got a fresh parts haul today. Gotta love it when a 4.5-ish hour trip turns into about a 9-hour trip. But hey, that is alright. Got another box for the Dakota. And we have to do some work here, but I got a patch for this already. Even though it's got that spot and a little bit of rust starting right here, it is a whole lot better than what I got. Mine's got a big dent in it right here. I think the bottom's kind of caved in. The only downside is, I realized, is it's these graphics. Someone clear coated. So I'm guessing when they did the body work on this side over here, whenever they did that horseshit paint job or repair, I'm guessing they just clear coated the whole thing. So now it's gonna be a job to sand all that off and get those old decals off. But got the tailgate from it too before it, because it is solid all the way down, no big dents. So this will be a much better candidate to shave the third brake light and the tailgate handle. And then we got these. Let's see which one will be the easiest right here. This one. I still gotta find more bits and pieces, but I grabbed these for the dually. I know it ain't gonna be everyone's choice, but some old school ground effects. And this one here needs a little bit of work right there, but luckily it's only fiberglass and I can fix fiberglass. I might modify it and bring this part up to about here, because these were off of a later extended cab that had the opening rear doors. This doesn't, so I might modify that, bring this up to here. But then I've got bits and pieces of rear, so I still need to find some better rear pieces. I think this one is on this side. Something like so. But I gotta fix this trunk here, because I had to break it off to get it off the truck there. And then the whole back section is missing. I think actually I got this chunk of it, but I'm still missing from the bottom and then the part that goes back. And then on this side, I got the complete front section. And then I've got the rear section with the rear section of it here for the driver's side. So I need to find the front half there is missing. That part there is missing from the left side. And that part is missing from the right side. So if I can find another set of busted up ones or another complete set, that'd be great. But, you know, just gathering parts as I can find them. I got all the brackets for the steps and everything too. And this part I don't know how it's going to fit, so we can go mock it up right now. Picked up this little spoiler off of a square body S10 Blazer, because I'll go back here. That's something I want to get going again too, is this duster. I gotta get going on that. I got a new idea for it. Let's see if that works out this summer though. Because hopefully that is going to actually replaced that, the old 5th Avenue winter beater. This replaced that, but right now the transfer case is broke on this. So I gotta pull a transfer case from this to put in this. Yeah. Lots of fucking projects. Not that I got too many projects, it's that I ain't got enough time. And it's not that I got too many parts, it's that I ain't got enough storage. Let's see how this is. And of course I had to park this thing out in the swamp. The one downside of this area. So I got this Dakota bed. Well, there's the cab that was on here. But I think I'm going to scrap this frame. Or at least I'm going to scrap this bed. Maybe I'll use this frame to put the bed off my Dakota onto here and make a trailer, a matching trailer. Let's see here. So I was hoping to... I see now. I think I see how this is supposed to go. Hmm. Could I grind these down or drill holes and put them through the topper. Just mount it like so. Because I'm trying to do like an old 90s mini truck on this. Oh, not quite sure. Well, I guess in the meantime, if I can get back into this thing. I'll just leave this in here for the meantime. We gotta get going on this frame for my buddy's Lincoln, but he's a slacking. Really need to find a couple more of these old school Mopar artillery wheels. I got 3, but I think one is bent. I don't even know what the hell that one would be. But see if I can get out of here without killing myself. See, I got this one here. I got this truck as the red interior I was going to put in mine, but the unfortunate thing is this dash is cracked right there, and I thought it was cracked somewhere else. So unfortunately I don't think, well, there's another crack right there. So unfortunately I don't think I'll be going with the red interior. I think I'll just stick with the gray interior that's in it. But ain't the end of the world. Gray kind of goes with everything. Okay, considering the color I'm going to be painting the truck, red won't really go with it as good as what I was originally thinking, but so we got projects. That's another one I want to get going on. Little 47 sedan. I did a parts haul for this a couple months ago. Went and picked up a hood, because the hood that was on here is pretty much rotted in half right at the hinge. I picked up a pair of rear doors because this window is broke. I think I got both rears. Yeah, I did get both rears. And the other door don't latch, so the rear door. And I picked up a trunk lid. This one's got a big dent in it right here, which I should be able to work that out. But I did get another trunk lid because it ain't dented. But well, mine is rusted in the corners. But I think mine's bittersweet. Yeah, that one's got big rust holes. So it's kind of a toss-up on which one I use there. I already picked up a unbroken third brake light. Then I picked up a rear bumper guard, and I picked up a front bumper guard for it, but of course they both need to be re-chrome. But although I would love to have shiny paint on this, I think I might actually just leave it the way it is and not worry about the paint. I might build a new chassis for it, or I might take and do a Dakota clip on the front, update the rear axle. But I think I might just get it going and actually just make it a driver. I guess it ain't gotta be pretty, but it's still cool. Oh, but I do gotta find for it though. I gotta find this chrome piece. I have it on the passenger side. I need this piece for the driver's side, and I'm missing this rocker trim and both fender spheres. So this fender's got a bunch of Bondo on it, which that I might fix that and just paint it black or something. I'm quit chewing on that. What the hell's he got? Back half of a rabbit. Oh, that's gross. So yeah, another successful parts haul. I also picked up a dude. I got the reason why my trip took so long. The guy picked up the box and tailgate from him. I had to go back and grab a fuel rail from him. So I gotta modify 3 of these into one for what I'm doing. But this summer, my plan is to get this thing lower because it sits way too high, and then fix this part of the cab because this is all full of Bondo. You can see it's cracked there. You can see these aren't perfect either. And then replace this door because I say some point I lost a piece of Bondo there, and this whole piece is coming off. I have a new door get put on, and then I got a new roll pan for it because this one's all beat to hell and whatnot. So that is the updates on these so far. Parts run and project update. Well, this is the reason why I had to pick up the new tailgate. So this one I was going to do, shave the handle hole and the third brake light. I already got bits and pieces here cut out for them, but I seen rust bubblage, and there's a hole there. There's no hole there, but You can see it's wouldn't be long before there was. Same there. But then the whole inner lip here is just pretty much gone. The two parts here are separating. So, but now I can go throw this out in the woods with the other Dakota parts, and I can start working on that blue one. Get all these parts unloaded and put away, and that'll be it for this one. Let me know what you guys want to see more of. I'm sure you want to see more of the Dakota because of what I got planned for that. That's going to be a long project yet, but I got a lot to do on there. But I'm getting the itch to work on. I'm just waiting for the weather here to warm up better. So all this shit here, this white shit can go. I'm tired of winter. This needs to go. It's already March. No, it's April. Shit, it's April already. We still got snow on the ground. But hopefully, I think this week it's supposed to get up to the 50s, so hopefully I can start working on some shit. Because I've got the itch. So. Also, the one plus side to not having gotten rid of my strap yet is I can cut out pieces of fenders. I just cut that chunk out, but on the new fenders, that will be getting rid of the antenna hole on the good fenders for the Dakota. And this silver piece see, I've got the itch. Wasn't planning on cutting these out, but it was on my mind, so the truck was clean this morning. I washed it last night, but because of all this white shit on the ground, it salted. Yeah, but yeah, the silver piece will take care of the antenna hole on this fender. Because I don't listen to the radio. I was just listening to usually Pandora, but in the dually there, I have a DVD player in there, so I've been watching some old Rollins and Churchill videos while I be cruising, going and getting parts. So, yeah, other than that update, that's what's going on. Figured I'd throw that in while I had it, while it was all up in the noggin here. Well, I guess since I've shown it, or I've talked about it, but I haven't shown it. There's the Dakota, all ripped apart. So, I got the front fenders off, because obviously I'm replacing them because they're rusty. But, that also gives me access to get in here, clean up the frame. It'll be easier to redo the front suspension with no fenders, because I gotta redo control arm bushings, ball joints, tie rods. I gotta do everything. And then on this side, I gotta weld up this hole for the heater control, or the AC lines. I gotta weld up this hole from the antenna. Like I said, I don't listen to the radio. And then I'll probably weld up a bunch of these holes here. So I think this one was for the cruise control unit. This one I believe was for the, maybe this one, these might have been grounds. I think this was cruise control unit and the vacuum canister, which with what I'm doing here, that ain't gonna, for one, I ain't gonna be able to use it, and for two, it ain't gonna fit. But I'll show more on what I'm doing here after I get the new intake all finalized. But I also got, I'll probably end up pulling the core support off. I could probably pull that off now that I know what I'm doing here is gonna work. And I'll probably pull that off, which will make it easier to get the engine and tranny out because they're dirty. and I wouldn't mind going through it and checking bearings and everything, because it's got almost 300,000 on it. So I need to go through that, clean it up, paint it. Then it'll be easier to paint the firewall. I might try and find a smaller brake booster, like a kit car booster, like I do on the 5th Avenue. So that'll clean up that. And then there's why to get the other box. The patch panel like that only goes to about here. It goes up and over to, I think, just above this body line, or maybe it's just below. I think it's just above the body line here. But it doesn't cover this area down here. This part here, well, this one's all beat to hell, but you can see it's thin. This side, that don't look too bad. But no, I thought that side ain't bad. So I'll have to transfer these holes here over to the new bed, but that ain't nothing. This one has a big dent right here. That big dent. That dent. And then same thing on this side. Blue wall is just gone. And then this one is actually rotted out right here. Weight reduction. And then I noticed that it's actually starting to, it's not through, but it is getting thin there. I thought it was getting rusty along one of these wheel wells too. Maybe not. Yeah, downside of it was sitting outside. There's all the fucking leaves in here now. And I did break the window trying to get it out. I should have just cut the gasket, but I wanted to try and save it in case I had to, even though it's fucked up right there. It's still sealed and everything, but luckily I have a solid one-piece window to go in it, get rid of the slider, because I never cared for sliders. And then gotta pull the carpet out, shampoo that, get that all clean, but I still gotta get all these rear interior panels out. I want to take a rear sound deaden it all, but I don't. Oh, I must have put the visor over here. No, I haven't really looked at this. No, roof still leaks. Oh, she is dirty. For the trip home from the car show a couple weeks ago. Damn. Well, once the weather warms up, I can get this thing cleaned up. Yeah, the visor's up there. I'm not even bothered pulling it down. But usually on the visors, you know, they got the orange lights. Well, I don't like the orange. So I made some clear ones. And I found out after the fact that you can actually buy clear replacement lenses now. But so I might end up buying them because they'll actually fit better. But damn window. That is the progress on here. I know I got some other, obviously I gotta pull the windshield out, replace it because it's broke, but it was one time, one of my road trips, it was actually getting rain. The passenger was actually getting hit with water coming in somewhere around here, I'm guessing. It don't look like it's real rusty, but they were somehow getting wet. that's the hole from my visor. I could see daylight through there somewhere. Way up in the corner there, I could see light. But it's leaking down below here somewhere. I'll have to get the windshield out. Check that out some more. Whole truck needs a little bit of body work, but it's actually super solid. The cab, the floors, everything are solid. The core support is solid. Inner fenders are solid. It's just the outer sheet metal is, and around the wheel wells is just gone. I bought a used solid driver's fender. I want to say it's from like Kentucky or something like that, or Oklahoma. It's down sale somewhere. And I bought a brand new aftermarket reman passenger side fender, so we'll see how that one fits. I should probably do that before I pull the core support. Should probably fit the fenders, make sure they all fit good. So yeah, that's where the progress is on this. That's it. I got a bunch of projects, I just ain't got enough time. I got a bunch of parts for the projects, but I ain't got enough storage. I need to build me a big pole barn or something to store all my parts and project cars and parts cars and all that stuff. But I figured since I had to come in here and put that patch panel for the passenger side fender, I might as well show where this is at. And yeah, the limo is tucked away. I gotta fix that too. Gotta fix the hydraulics in that. So projects, just not enough time. I need a paid 6-month vacation twice a year, and that would be sick. But that's where we're at. Dewey's getting worked on this year, Dakota's getting worked on this year, and the 5th Avenue is getting worked on this year. And maybe the duster. So, like, subscribe, all that mumble jumble stuff, and we'll see you on the next